Monaco billionaire best supercar ladies arrivals. Monaco. The most expensive postcode on the planet. A city so small you can walk it end to end in 20 minutes, yet so outrageously wealthy it makes every other city on Earth look like it's trying too hard. And nowhere, absolutely nowhere, does luxury hit different than when a billionaire steps out of a $1 million supercar on the streets of Monte Carlo. We're not talking about rented exotics and Instagram setups. We're talking about women who own these machines outright. Women who spec'd every stitch of the interior, chose every custom paint code, and know exactly what's sitting under that hood. Today we're going deep into the world of Monaco's most unforgettable supercar arrivals. The cars, the lifestyle, the glamour, and the sheer breathtaking excess of it all. This is Monaco billionaire best supercar ladies arrivals. And trust us, you are not ready. The stage is set. There is no city on Earth that understands theater the way Monaco does. Wedged between the French Alps and the Mediterranean Sea, this tiny sovereign state, just 2.02 square kilometers, has spent over a century perfecting the art of the spectacle. The Casino de Monte-Carlo, the Hôtel de Paris, the harbor packed wall-to-wall with super yachts that cost more than most countries' GDP. Everything in Monaco is a backdrop. Everything is a stage. And the roads, narrow, sun-warmed, lined with limestone buildings that bounce sound in the most satisfying way imaginable, are the runway. When a supercar arrives in Monaco, it doesn't just park. It performs. The engine note reverberates between buildings. Heads turn. Phones come out. And when the door opens and a woman steps out, composed, immaculate, completely unbothered, the whole square holds its breath for just a second. That second is Monaco. That second is everything this city has ever been about. The cars that own Monaco. Let's get into the machines. Because in Monaco, what you drive is as deliberate a statement as what you wear, and these women do not make careless choices. Ferrari Roma. Romance at 620. Horsepower. The Ferrari Roma might be the most beautiful car in Monaco right now. Its long, sculpted bonnet, its flowing rear haunches, its cabin that wraps around you like a bespoke suit. Everything about it was designed to make the world look better. In Monaco, it arrives most often in shades that seem designed for the Mediterranean light. Blue Pozzi, Giallo Modena, a creamy Bianco Italia that glows at golden hour like it has its own internal light source. At the wheel, sunglasses, one hand resting on the wheel with the confidence of someone who learned to drive on mountain roads and never looked back. The Roma doesn't shout. It announces. There's a difference, and Monaco understands it perfectly. Lamborghini Huracan Evo Spider, the sound of money. If the Roma announces, the Huracan screams. And in the best possible way. There is no sound in Monaco. Not a helicopter, not a yacht engine, not a live band at a rooftop bar that commands attention the way a Huracan V10 does when it bounces off the Casino Square buildings at full throttle. The Spider version, roof retracted, in a custom Viola Parsifal purple or Verde Scandal green, is pure Monaco theater. These aren't stock builds. They're fully commissioned works, stitched headliners, custom tread plates, paint codes mixed to personal specification. The women who drive them chose every single detail. And it shows. Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead, old money, loud silence. The Phantom Drophead Coupe is a different energy entirely. It is the car you drive when you have transcended the need to impress anyone. When the Phantom arrives at the Hôtel de Paris, it does not announce itself. It simply appears, and the world rearranges itself around it. The spirit of ecstasy catches the afternoon sun. The coach-built body, often in a bespoke hue that exists nowhere in any catalog, reflects the terrace lights as the sun goes down. And when the door opens, with that vault-like silence that only a Rolls-Royce can produce, the moment feels less like a car arrival and more like a formal introduction. Monaco has seen everything. The Phantom still makes it look twice. Porsche 911. Turbo S Cabriolet, respect through excellence. There is a Monaco woman who drives a Porsche, and she earns a particular kind of respect. Not the theatrical respect commanded by a Lamborghini, not the reverential awe of a Rolls, but genuine driver-to-driver respect. Because the 911 Turbo S Cabriolet is not a car you buy to be seen. It is a car you buy because it is, objectively, one of the most extraordinary driving machines ever engineered. She knows the lap times. She knows the 0-60 number. She has driven this car hard in ways the valet parking attendant can only imagine. In a city full of performance theater, a woman in a Porsche is the real thing. Bentley Continental GT convertible, effortless, everything. The Bentley Continental GT convertible is what happens when a car manufacturer decides that compromise is not a concept worth entertaining. 12 cylinders, 650 horsepower, a dashboard handcrafted over 11 hours of veneer work, seats that massage you, a sound system that would embarrass a concert hall, and all of it wrapped in coachwork so precisely proportioned that it looks right from every possible angle, in every possible light. In Monaco, it arrives most memorably in deep jewel tones, verdant, viridian, a midnight blue so dark it absorbs the streetlights. The Continental GT convertible says, "I have excellent taste, I have the means to act on it, and I am in absolutely no hurry." McLaren 720S, science fiction on sun-warmed asphalt. The McLaren 720S looks like something that arrived from a decade in the future and is waiting politely for the rest of the automotive world to catch up. Those hollow headlight intakes, the glass roof that exposes the entire carbon fiber tub, the dihedral doors that rise slowly, dramatically, cinematically when the car stops in front of the casino. In Papaya Spark or Supernova Silver, the 720S is genuinely, almost uncomfortably beautiful in the way that only a very few cars ever manage to be. The woman who drives it chose it because she values engineering over badge prestige. That, in Monaco, is its own kind of statement. The Billionaire Day in Monaco. The cars are only one part of the story. To understand the arrivals, you need to understand the life that surrounds them. The day begins before most of Monaco has woken up. Dawn on a super yacht moored in Port Hercule, coffee on the swim deck, the harbor still and glassy, the sound of water against the hull the only sound in the world. The yachts here are extraordinary. 70-meter Lursons with beach clubs and helipads, bespoke feed ships with interiors by designers who also work on private museums, sailing yachts that have circumnavigated the world and come home to Monaco because Monaco is always home. Breakfast is slow, intentional, excellent. By midday, the city has come fully awake, and the Principality's particular rhythm takes hold. The Metropole Shopping Center, Hermès, Van Cleef & Amp, Arpels, Dior, Graff, sees its daily parade of customers for whom price tags are irrelevant data points. Lunch extends at Beef Bar or at Cipriani's sun-drenched terrace until the afternoon light turns golden and the decision is made. Which car today? The keys are collected, the garage is descended into, and Monaco's roads receive another machine worth more than most houses. The evening is Monaco's finest hour. The casino terrace fills with an assembly that is simultaneously a social event, a business meeting, a fashion show, and a performance. The Hôtel de Paris glows. The Mediterranean, just visible beyond the rooftops, has turned deep indigo. The cars continue to arrive, now lit by ambient streetlight and the blue glow of phones, and the square outside the casino becomes the greatest automotive gallery in the world. No admission fee, no velvet ropes, just extraordinary machines, extraordinary light, and the extraordinary city that makes it all feel completely natural. What the arrivals really mean. In Monaco, arriving in a supercar is not about wealth signaling. Wealth here is assumed. Everyone on this square mile has resources that place them in a category most people will never access. The arrivals are about something more specific: aesthetic conviction, taste, the willingness to make a definitive choice and commit to it completely. The woman who arrives in a custom-spec'd Huracan in a color that doesn't exist in the standard catalog has spent months making decisions. Each one deliberate, each one an expression of genuine preference. The woman in the Phantom Drophead has chosen a car that represents not speed, not youth, not aggression, but authority. And she wears that choice with total confidence. The woman in the Porsche has prioritized driving ability over drama, engineering over theater, and she is right to do so. Monaco does not reward the obvious. It rewards the considered. And these women, whether they arrived by private jet this morning or have lived in the Principality for 20 years, understand that better than anyone. And that is Monaco. Unfiltered, unapologetic, and absolutely unlike anywhere else on Earth. If today's video gave you chills, gave you goals, or just made you want to book a one-way flight to the Côte d'Azur, you already know what to do. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications because we are bringing you the best supercar content, the most jaw-dropping luxury arrivals, and the billionaire lifestyle coverage that no one else is delivering like this. Drop a comment below. Which car from today's video is your Monaco arrival? The Ferrari Roma? The Phantom Drophead? The McLaren 720S? Tell us down below. Share this video with someone who needs to see how Monaco really lives. And until next time, drive extraordinary, live deliberately, and never, ever settle for ordinary. See you in Monaco.